We gotta get it up. Let's go, y'all. Let's go, y'all.
Yo, what's up? Name is JetLeo1, and the game in the background is some Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, because quick and violent action kind of fits with what I want to talk about. So let's have a nice little discussion on console wars, shall we? Now, I know we see them all the time, people arguing which console is better among the big three right now, but they're stupid. You know they're stupid. And I'm going to just stop myself before we get into the meat of this. Again, console wars are stupid because you can end them with two letters at all times, P and C, because PC is the ultimate. That's all there is to it. It does absolutely everything ever, and it's completely telling that most consoles now are trying to move towards being more PC-like. But yes, this video is not going to be about why the console wars are stupid. It's going to help you in case you decide for some reason you're bored or something, you're going to get into one. So let's jump right into it. First and most important thing is, if you're going to argue with anybody on the internet, period, over anything, make sure you know who you're talking to. Check their profile. I've seen way too many people be completely stupid and sit there and tell me because I have a GameCube logo that I'm obviously a Nintendo fanboy, but then I shut them down immediately. I'm like, yeah, total Nintendo fanboy. That Anarchy Reigns 28-part Let's Play from Xbox only. Xbox or PS3 only is so totally on Nintendo. And then there's that Sonic Adventure DX Xbox Live Arcade Edition. What's that about? That's so totally Nintendo. Yeah, right, that's not Nintendo at all. So make sure you see everything. Know who you're talking to. Another prime example is idiots sitting there trying to... Like, this isn't with console wars, but this is just in general. Go on a Red Supre video. Go see a fan of the person that was getting Red Supre. See them tell Slow Beef and Diabetes to go make a Let's Play. Have them not know that Slow Beef invented Let's Playing, and Diabetes has a bunch of really, really good ones under his belt, along with the two collaborating on Metroid Prime. So yes, make sure you know who you're arguing against. Okay, another thing to keep in mind is that if you're going to be taking a stance for Xbox or PS3, remember not that you don't really have a case on Nintendo, because you kind of owe them. Because see, back in 1983, there was this thing called the Great Video Game Crash, where, let's see, who was it? Atari and their silly E.T. game and all of their overproducing. They basically killed console games for America. Now you may be saying, it's just America, why does this really matter? But think about it. Now this is, I say from personal experience, because I was on a Shokio video one time and I got into an argument with his eternal rival Black Bond. And Black Bond was sitting there saying that Nintendo was completely irrelevant and that consoles would have been perfectly fine if Nintendo had never stepped into the 1983 crash. But me, with my usual idiocy, I never remember my key points until after the argument's over, and I forgot to sit there and tell him, you want to know about stuff like Xbox? Guess what? Xbox is an American company. Like most of the games you play now, we've got, let's see, Skyrim, Fallout, Call of Duty, Halo, let's see, Gears of War, Unreal, Team Fortress, Counter-Strike, Half-Life, Left 4 Dead, Metroid Prime, like loads of good stuff that I can think of. Guess what? They were made in America, so if Nintendo hadn't jumped in with the NES and re-sparked the console industry in America, those companies wouldn't be making anything. You wouldn't be seeing this gameplay because Xbox would not exist, because Microsoft would be like, nobody buys home consoles in America. We aren't going there. But guess what? Nintendo jumped in with the NES. They brought back consoles. They brought back all sorts of developers. Can you imagine a life without Steam? You probably can't. And that's what would have happened if Nintendo hadn't jumped in. So you owe them. Just remember that. You can say what you want about their flaws and stuff, but if you're just going to be out and out stupid, you owe them. We can pull that card on you if that's the stance we're taking, and it's just an instant win. Because, again, this gameplay wouldn't even exist without Nintendo. Another thing is that never, ever, ever, ever go full fanboy. It's like, now I have a GameCube logo as my freaking avatar picture. I do like Nintendo. I've got Xbox gameplay right here. I like my Xbox. I like my PC. But you gotta admit that everything short of the PC does have major flaws. And I say short of the PC just because on PC we can get patches to fix everything. And if the patch doesn't exist, we can just go exist it. Or even though it probably exists because internet, yo. But yeah, all of them have their flaws. The Wii isn't all that powerful. I would love to see a little less jaggy. The Xbox has problems. PS3 has problems running things. But yes, they all have problems. Never try to sit there and say that something is completely perfect. There's very few perfect things. So if you try to say something's perfect, that's probably going to get you shot down, and you don't want to get shot down. Another thing that reminds me is try to keep hardware out of discussions, because it's all about the software. If you want to talk hardware, I'm going to say PC, you're going to lose, it's over. Have a nice day. So don't talk hardware, talk software, talk how software run. Like, talk how software is optimized. Don't talk like how it runs stuff. Talk optimization, talk controls, talk DLCs and stuff, talk services. Like, the main thing, if you want to go Xbox versus PS3, Xbox has great online, but PS3 doesn't have to pay for it. That's one of the huge argument things. You need to keep stuff like that in mind. And one last tip is that you need to remember, know your facts and keep your cool. If you never go full fanboy, you're going to need to be pretty objective. If you're going to be pretty objective, you're going to need some facts. So use your facts, keep your cool, present your facts. Treat it like you would be debating in a serious debate. Because even though it's the internet and you're doing this for fun, it's very rarely fun if you lose now, isn't it? So yes, that's pretty much all I can come up with. Just remember, don't be an idiot. And most importantly, just stay out of console wars. If you've got to get in, hopefully these tips help you, but stay out. This has been Gently One. I'll see you next time.